There we go. I don't know what sets my settings all back to default, so which just disconnects everything, so but you know it is what it is, so but never mind. We are on live right now on Twitch and YouTube as well. So hi everybody, this is CVGS. I'm the captain here, and welcome to the Vanguard Newsday Tuesday. So agenda today is it's the release week of set 9, which is very exciting. The fuck. Sorry, I just saw a very weird notification, so it just showed up. Supremely weird. So, but nevertheless, tonight's reveals I should say, is that we're getting the last generics. I think it's for Stoichia, Lyrical, and Keter. I believe so. So these are the three that we're getting. So we already got for and Brigade 2 as well. So we got 4 cards in total, I believe so. Because we already got the generics that's actually gonna be in set 9 for Dragon Empire and for Dark States 2 as well. And I gotta say, they look like a merging of like two cards together at once. So that's something that I kinda have to point out for that. So hello, good morning, good for you to tune in. So in this yeah, it will be Tuesday by this point in time. So yeah. Nevertheless, yeah, we're just getting the reviews here. So I'm not sure what we can expect out of it. So, but based on what we have seen thus far, I see the stuff from Thursday stream. So it seems like we're getting what might look like more like a merger of like 2 cards at once. I'll say that so by actually pointing out the generic that we got. So I would like to point out for Dark States first, because I'm a Dark States guy. So so we get Direful Dolph Fiddly, which I have the stats up here, which is that when you space on Rega Circle, you get to Soul Charge 1, and then you can Soul Blast 3 to draw a card once per turn. And if your opponent is grade 3 or greater, this really gets plus 5 here to the end of the turn. Then cost if this is so, you can buy this card in Soul Charge 2. This is similar to the Pony that has the same skill as well. You can buy the card and then you Soul Charge 2, which was supremely highly used in Dark States meta decks at the time. I forgot which one was the deck, so I can't remember what it is. So Bara Magnus, I think it's Bara Magnus. So but yeah, and also it has a Gaguram's ability, which is that you can actually when it's placed, you get to Soul Charge 1, then you can Soul Blast 3 to draw a card. And then it gains power if your opponent's back has grade 3 more, which Gagurunam didn't have, but it's like a bunch of Gagurunam as well, and the Pony put together. So and then I look at I looked at the one for Dark States, and Dark States is also kind of similar to as well. A lot of similarities in place there, so that looks like a fusion of two card skills put together as one. So it makes me think whether if we're gonna get something similar in set 9, so which we will see reviews for later on. So and I like to point out the insane Regalis piece that was actually pointed out. I'd like to point out the insane Regalis piece that actually came out on Thursday too as well, which is basically like it swaps out the name. It can use as a swapper, as fodder, so for specific names. So instead of like having to discard Luwad in order to actually get the drag driver Luwad or drag hard Luwad, I can't remember what the strat was. You can actually pay the Primordial Heart Blaze, as it's called, so the Regalis piece. So instead, to pay for it, so which is just whoa, what is this? What is this Regalis strike replacer? You know, it's like indeed wow. So that was all review on Thursday. So I'm just trying to set up for the reviews to get later today, because we could expect to see more units that or rather these generics so to be 2 units put into 1 card. So with 1 card effect going off together. So yeah. So yeah. And they're pointing out also that that it's so fast it's June already, which is June 2nd today. So yeah, we already hit the month of June. So Minerva can't use it, also makes me sad. So that's okay actually. That's okay. So because I think Minerva's got a lot going on for it. So I think and you also have your usual Regalis pieces too in there. It's not like this one will be worthwhile. It's more worthwhile to you if you actually play the strike decks also, which I think the strike decks need something nice. And having all condensed into 1 card as a Regalis piece, so it's kind of pretty handy. So for the most part, considering that all the strike decks, right, all usually have the same mechanic, which is that the second Strider, right, would require that you discard a card with the same name as your Vanguard in order to be able to strike on it. So yeah, I think Chrono Jet didn't have it. I think no, Messiah did have it as well. So Messiah onwards, they had that requirement where you must drop a copy of the same name in order to be able to strike to the second strike that you have. So this just adds a +1 to it, so and just makes it a bit more universally useful in all regards. So yeah, gotta give everybody a bone at times, so and I think that's what current standard has done thus far, is that they've actually given enough. Stand up, Pangado. So yeah, more or less, so it's like what Standard has done thus far, that's good actually. So is that they've actually given a lot of considerations to like older decks so, and they try their best so to make sure that they not get left in the lurch. For the most part, I mean a few decks could use more love also, but we have the popular, we have the meta, we have those that get left behind also. At the very least, we can see efforts also of Bushwood actually trying to not leave anything behind. So for the most part, so hell, even Eugene also got something good also at the end of the day. So yeah, I mean, and then of course, so there's always those say, oh, this is too far behind. Well, they brought up also, I did, and then they become meta. I speak of Babskara, of course. Yeah. So yeah, for the most part, I think they're just pretty chill and okay for it. So. Alright, speaking of chill, let's just get on with the show right now. They're going through the usual news and they're letting you know of the events, the Chipo Cup going off from there. Then Kagushima's lake is actually coming up this week actually, and then they have another one in what was it, Tadegashima? No, Tadegashima is a gun. I think it's a gun. They have another one at the end of the month too as well, so yeah. You're right, I can agree there. So I didn't notice that about the design theory behind it. So yeah. So I've been in this game a long time. I've been here since box 3. I've been here since box 3 in 2011 or so, right? And Leon and Jirai also have been here since the first trial decks. So we have seen the game grow. We have seen the game's boosting, and we have seen their design philosophy also. And I can safely say also that the way they're handling Standard right now, right, it's so much more better than how they handled previous handled previous seasons also, previous formats even then also. So right now Vanguard is actually doing really well. They found their niche already, they found the nice thing, and then now they're able to put it into a phase where everything can get cultivated also. And they're designing cards also, and the design of the cards really showcase that also, from cards that actually boost 2 different types of decks. So then like we give for example also the PR for the grade 1 also, which is that if your Vanguard is if your Vanguard is Babsgara or no, if your Vanguard if you have a unit with overdress or cross overdress, then stuff happens from there. This one used to be like old Nirvana, but now it's Babsgara and also Nirvana too as well. And then there's also other stuff also, like if you boost a Leonon or a I forgot what's the other one. So Leonon or Grand Fear. So if you have one of those two going off, if you have one of those two decks, so then this card can actually do the same thing for both of them. So and the design also fits for both of them. So you don't lose out also, especially if you are an all nation kind of person. So it's like this one card I can use it for different decks. Hey. So yeah. When did Celestial Valkyrie come out? Because that's when I started playing Vanguard. So Celestial Valkyrie wasn't that. That's either V format. Or that was like set 13 when Minerva first came out. So I think that's what it is. So yeah, Leah or Magnolia. Yeah, correct. From set 8. So yeah, Celestial Romeo. Yeah, sounds like set 13 or so. So I mean, but it sounds like it's a V format box, right? It sounds like a V format box, right? Could be. So yeah. But regardless, I've been in this game for a long time, so I'm old. I'm considered very old, also. But the one thing I've always been able to spot also is patterns and design philosophies, and when you see enough of it, also, then it's easy to start pointing out. So that's what keeps me in the game, so that's what keeps me interested. I'm old to pay. So yeah. So I'm old, but I'm still very interested in the game also, because the design still appeals to me. The design of all the cards still appeals to me also, and to see like Dai Vagasai, so entering like 1,000 people into the tournament. So it gives me a good idea that the game is still popular, it's still quite strong. It's still quite strong, so and it's still enjoyed by a lot of enthusiasts. There's so many other card games out there, so like Magic, like Pokemon, like Yu-Gi-Oh. Even in Japan itself, also there's others also like Bushu's own also like Wise Watch, as well as others like Battle Spirits and all that. So the card games is a medium, so it's like everybody all dabbles in everything. So yeah, and to see just Bushu just kind of like doing their own thing. So I don't see them actually trying to go out of their way to kind of like replicate what others are doing. So in fact, that was a very early philosophy they did at the time. So but now they found their own groove as well. So and they're sticking with it. So Hello Potato, that's a name I haven't seen in a long time. So it had Battle Sister Fromage in it, I remember correctly. So Battle Sister Fromage. Battle Sister Fromage. Fromage. Wasn't Fromage from a extra booster set? It had Misaki on it, so then Fromage was next to it. Depends on your rate of catch up actually, honestly, Potato. It depends on your rate of catch up. But we're in DCBT09 right now. Daikaiser release, Daikaiser is being released in the set as well as Platinum Azo 2 as well, so yeah. So yeah, there's a lot. EB05, right? Yeah, that's EB05. So yeah, you missed a lot also, and I don't know where you dropped off. So yeah, but I'm still here. So I'm still here because standard has been very interesting to me, and it's kept my interest. So after what? How long have we spent in standard already? I think it's like 4 years already, maybe about 5. I think 4 years or so, going up to 5. I think so. Yeah. So yeah, standard has kept my interest. So I'm still here. I unfortunately don't have the capital to actually buy playsets these days, but I still enjoy what's available. So and I still enjoy what's available. I still have my collection still. So yeah, I can still build stuff. So. So yeah. I mean, pretty much a lot. So what do you mean? So yeah.
スズメの持ってるような大瓶にたくさんお菓子を入れるなら何を入れたいっていうテーマらしいです。
They're going through all their event information right now. So we're getting our card information at the end, which is always the timing and so. Normally they go, earliest I've seen them do so it's like 8:22 that they do it. So yeah, but they usually have to go through all the other stuff first. So yeah. I'm not a casual player, honestly collecting waifu decks. So I mean, I would consider myself casual also, but in the country I live, Singapore, so our casual is actually on a competitive level. So our casual is actually more on a competitive level. So when we build our decks, so we don't build our decks for jank, like pure jank whatsoever, and everything and whatnot. So it's like it lines up. So you can easily go into a tournament with that deck and then you can still do well. So if you wish to. So there's optimize of course. Optimize is everywhere whatsoever. But ultimately, it's like my casual is like you feel that I'm taking you seriously for the most part. So. But my collection wise, so I stuck with Dark States and I stuck with Dark States for quite a significant amount of time. So yeah. So yeah, I think my last set that I collected was DZBT07. I missed 06, and 8 is already out already, which I haven't got my hands on, and then now 9 is coming out, so which I haven't got my hand, which I will not be able to get my hands on. So right now it's a bit tight on my end. So yeah, but I'm trying my best. So yeah. Let's tune into what they are talking about also, because we've had our own discussion for a little bit also, so yeah. I mean, my casual is just use as much stuff that's for the deck rather than just get generic as much as possible. So I mean, that's the thing. Your casual is actually like it's built for the thing itself, so it's never been Unless I already own the generics. So yeah, your casual is built for the thing as well. And generics has never really set the bar for the most part. So it's not. It has hardly been the deciding factor for a deck to actually be good. It's always been whatever boosts that came out of it. So and many times than not. So many times than not. And many times than not also, it's that boost that makes it like there. And if you like say you play Buff Sagara also, and the Buff Sagara hasn't gotten the boost for so long, then you get Buff Sagara Aksaya. Then Aksaya suddenly turns your old Buff Sagara deck into a Meta Buff Sagara deck. So yes, we can call it casual also, but you have to understand that our casual, right, is actually in our country, our casual is actually on a competitive level. So we have to exercise effort just to be casual like everybody, just to be casual like the rest of the world. So yeah, yes, our casual is a pain, but the only reason it's a pain is because our casual is actually on a competitive level, basically. So yeah, that's why my approach for casual is just get everything in the nation also and build all the decks off of that also and see how well you do. So yeah, pick my favorite out of it also. Which one you have the most fun and just go from there. So yeah, sounds like a nightmare. So well, it says more about our culture. It says that a lot more about our culture on a broader scale than it does about specifically Vanguard or tabletop or card games in general. So that's just how things are. So yeah. The sound alerts not working under you. Thank you for that. I do that, but I was a brand gate main. Then Michiru happened, so you just stuck with Michiru. So. Trust me, there were a lot of temptations for me to go back to brand gate, but I chose to stay with Dark States, and I'm glad to stay. I'm glad to have stayed with Dark States also, because I've had a ton of fun with Dark States also. Like the twins were super fun, but that's not really a good example. So Bruce was definitely my identity also, because I was really there just to scare the shit out of everybody. So, but when I went to play English also, I decided that I wanted to go into a different nation from there. And you can say English wise also, I play a bit more casually because I only built Grand Grace. Before that, I built Hexagonal Sorceress, so I just like I enjoyed the idea of Hexagonal Sorceress, so I kind of want to build Hexagonal Sorceress and I play Hexagonal Sorceress, and then I got fun moments also where I'm hitting somebody with Overwhelm for 100k power, because I just pumped the shit ton of power onto it also because of all the triggers and everything and whatnot also. So yeah, I stayed for very long with Office also. Yeah, we all have that one, so and then Grand Grace came out. I started with Grand Grace. I love Grand Grace to death, and then I continued on with it. I think I swapped out Grand Grace for time being with another. I can't remember who it was. But yeah, Grand Grace Seed came out also, and I haven't got my hands on Grand Grace Seed also, but yeah, I'm doing quite. Oh yeah, I swapped out with Rizal. So yeah, I swapped out with Rizal. Then went back to Grand Grace afterwards also, because I really just built it for that. And Rizal was kind of fun, and then I got Armata, and Armata was more fun. So you can say that the deck is basically Armata or Grand Grace. So you go from there also. But even the English side, so I'm also kind of like lacking in terms of funds in order to be able to upkeep it. So I only have Armata like set 2 onwards. This is set 2 also. I haven't gotten the later parts yet. So and then now that I heard that Gabwellas is like super expensive, so I'm more deterred so in purchasing it. So yeah, I waited for Gabriel to come out in this series, and then I come back. So everybody's waiting for Age of Feathers. So and yeah, it's a good shout. So it could be a good time where it will come out for now. So the closest thing that you have to an Angel Feather idea would actually be Rizal. So which has actually proven its worth in the competitive scene. So both in Japanese and also in English too. So yeah. So yeah, but you're more than welcome to it, of course.
そしてですね、バンガードスターにもたくさん並べる予定とのことで、
Vanguard Store actually running a rerun of goods, so yeah. All the camp badges and the character standings and everything whatnot, so all can be purchased for the Vanguard Store online. So, yeah. I mean, Rizal is more Malkuth big type playstyle, so it's still Age of Feather. It still touches the damage zone for some things also, so yeah. It still has effects based on your damage zone, so yeah. That's what I mean to say.
それでは続きましてこちら。
最新コミックス情報です。バンガードユースクエイクの特典付き
Okay, so promotion, the next volume for UK coming out also. Coming in also with a PR card for Captain Century 2 as well, so yeah. But yeah, you can call it a sales pitch, you can call it a sales pitch if you want to potato. So, but again, you're more than welcome to wait for Gabrielle. I don't not know whether if she would come out. So. Gabriel, I was like, Gabriel is like so weird. It's like it feels so foreign, but I know it exists. Then I suddenly realized, so you mean Gabriel? So yeah, whether they come up with a strike deck for her, but yeah, so. But yeah, I wouldn't mind Gabriel. I would not mind Gabriel at all. So yeah, you can't spell. Nah, I think it's been so long so that Gabriel and Gabriel just kind of like, yeah, I can use them interchangeably. So I wouldn't stress about it. So.
それではここからカード情報に参りたいと思います。ぜひハッシュタグ終盤でカード情報始まったよとポストしてください。よろしくお願いします。
Alright, so new card information coming up. So yeah, they are gonna go through with the law first.
本日の物語は水輪の武装竜頭です。あらすじをお願いします。
オートにあるここ水流祭殿には助けを求めるお客が日々訪れる。その相手をするのも俺たちの仕事なんだけど、今回の依頼はちょっと厄介そうだな。
So this one is the Dragon Empire generic actually. So yeah, it's got a bit of lore in there. So yeah, interesting.
はい。方でここからは新カード紹介に参りたいと思います。
She was the first deck when I came back to G because return and heal by a stand trigger was a bit too fun and then they hated it. So yeah, I remember those hits quite well also. But G is like I was Nova Grappler, so I kept on staying on Nova Grappler all the way. So yeah, Victor was super fun. I had a lot of fun with Victor. So yeah. Anyways, this is the generic from Vanguard. Let's see what we got. Okay, so when you play a set order, yeah, so we play a set order from hand and put it in the order zone. Counter blast 1, you can call this card to regard circle. This effect is from drop. On the regard circle, if you have a set order in the order zone, this unit gains intercept and can intercept from the back row. Okay, and then the third one is that at the end of when this unit boosts, if your Vanguard is grade 3 or higher, and you have 2 or more set orders in the order zone, then for the battle this unit gets plus 5k. Okay, this one will be very useful as a discard fodder for Vanguard because you can easily call it out also, although it costs Counter Blast 1. Although it does cost Counter Blast 1 also. A little bit on the pricey side also, but if you can pay off the Counter Blast also, you essentially get a booster for free. You essentially get a booster for free. And it's a 30k booster as long as you have grade 3 or higher Vanguard also. So there's a lot of power to it also. But this is kind of meh? It's a little bit on the meh side. What does it do? You can Counter Blast 1 and call it from the drop zone to the regard circle when you play a set order from your hand. Then this unit can intercept. If you have an order zone in the order, if you have a set order in the order zone, this unit can intercept from the back row. And then when this unit boosts, if your Vanguard is grade 3 or higher, then you have 2 or more set orders. This unit for the battle, this unit gets plus 5k. I don't know about Baby Maple though, honestly. I don't know whether if what you call it? Playable Eva, I guess. So yeah, I mean Eva can actually use it quite easily. So yeah, I'll get to the messages about D later on. So since translation's gotta take precedence first. So anyways, so here's the Kenta one. So if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or higher, this unit gets plus 2k. Active for your opponent's turn 2 is also is a 10k across the board, same as Ventesta. So at the end of battle, this unit boosted. So plus 1, retire this unit, draw 1. Okay. Then once per turn, when your drive check reveals a trigger unit, so plus 2, counter charge 1, then for the turn this unit gets plus 5k. It's painkiller, yes, but it's a 10k painkiller and a 50k painkiller if you decide to so plus 2 and counter charge 1. Yeah. I pointed out also that these generics seem to be a merge of like 2 cards at once. So it's like his painkiller and something else out of it also. So plus the device sister card, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Either that or it's a sorcerer's card also, because the sorcerer's card also has the when drive check reviews a trigger unit also. So yeah. When you so plus 2, draw 1. So plus 2, draw 1, then for the turn it gets 5k. So this is interesting for me. In terms of like plays with a mortar and everything and whatnot also. It doesn't gonna affect K, this does also. Yeah, it does also. But I'm wondering whether if that Soul Blast 2 is really worth it also, because Soul Blast is only certain decks have a really good soul engine in order for you to really take advantage of the Soul Blast 2. Fasciata, so yeah, that sounds about right. Is the Divine Sister you say? Yeah, sounds about right. It does sound about right for those two. Okay. It's not it's not chair exciting, I would say so. It's not jump out of my seat exciting. No, it's not. So the BG one is combine also. Or combine harvester also. Oh yeah. The combat is simpler to combine. Yeah. So yeah. Harvest Elf. Okay, so here's the one for Sakia. Let's see. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, in other than the battle phase, then so plus 1, then call a plant token. Okay, then back to Vanguard circle, continuous. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or higher, this unit gets plus 5k, which is active when opponent's turn 2 as well. It's a 5k base itself actually. Okay, can. And then the last one is that at the end of battle that this unit boosted, retire 2 regards to the same color as this unit and draw 1. Where have I heard the last one before? Not gonna lie, it looks like a potato. I think you're not looking at the elf, you're looking at the Bioroid also that's there. So either way, so yeah. So yeah, Claudine I'll support. So I mean it's generic also. So Granfia can use this quite well. Roa also I think can use this card very well too as well. Because you can so plus 1 call a blood token also. It's actually pretty good. It's actually a pretty good call also from there. The draw 2 is from an order, so also the CC 1. Draw 1 also, yeah. I was wondering what you mean also. Okay, so there's still one more which is lyrical. But yeah, I mean this generic seems to be like 2 cards put together as one. So you can double up also and get more of the same. Or you can actually save space in your deck also. Save space in your deck so I put something else in there so that gives you a bit more. So you're scared of lyrical? I don't know what lyrical has, but we shall see. Fusion cyclers also. So set 9 also is the birth of the fusion supports. Fusion's generic supports. It seems also.
とても相性が良さそうな感じしますね。そう、ゾルガとか極竜、出してあげて前に でこのハーベストエルフ後ろにゾルガの
No, it's actually talking about how Zorga also can make use of this card too as well. For the fact that you get a free unit out, so with the plant token, then you can kind of retire those two also for use those two also, which is retire for cost for alchemy magic or anything or whatnot. So.
まあ先ほども
Interesting.
5000にちょっと触れましたけど5000なのでねこの子自身が退却してドロップに行くっていうところもベルグザスカイルーラーとの相性もいいのかなというところでございます。そう花めくとかも
Just gotta wait for the next one.
パンプ対象でございますしね、とてもこの5000というところもね染みてきそうなユニットでございます。はい、まず
need to relearn how to play her deck. It's been so long since I played Vanguard, not gonna lie. So I mean, yeah. So I can imagine that being the case for you. So I can actually imagine the case for you. So when this series started, I picked Prison as my first deck. So I didn't expect Sarah Snow to be where she is today, and annoyance on a lot of people's decks. So I mean, when she first came out, so I immediately realized just how annoying Sarah Snow is because of the imprisoned system and the amount of resources you have to pay in order to free them. So which is really disturbing. So yeah, which is actually really disturbing. Did they not show lyrical?
白も素敵ですね。白もね。
ユニットに沿った
はい。
So they're showing off all the SEC cards. So yeah, they're not showing lyrical, I think. So okay, can. Oh yeah, lyrical isn't in the set. Yeah. I forgot. Lyrical isn't in this set. So yeah, it is not anime set. So yeah, that's true. It's not the anime set. So lyrical will get their own box set down the line. So they'll usually get their own box set down the line, and then they will get that generic card so that they get. So. Seted FML. I wouldn't say Seted FML also, but I haven't heard them announce the next lyrical set, so the next lyrical booster. So yeah. Anyways, I was talking about Sarah Snow also. Sarah Snow is still the cost of it is still pretty annoying to this day also because of how much needed your Soul Blast is or your Color Blast is also, and paying that off also. Paying that off also actually is very, very expensive still. So yeah, Seraph didn't get a lot of boosts also, and she's not a popular pick these days, but she's still a very effective deck also, and she still does what she does also. Be a thorn on people's side also. Because they did give the second effect front when. What the heck is Achia sticky, by the way? Because they did give the second effect front also went to set 7. Oh yeah. If you mean lyrical, so yeah. If you mean lyrical, so yeah, they have to do that also. They had to do that.
シルバー好きなんだよな。
かっこいい。めちゃくちゃいいですね。
Oh, you mean it's active?
いいね。
Active, so yeah. So.
確かに。
おい、イネルガ。
I saw Kai and Aichi, so they spelled that right. When did you see Kai and Aichi? Nobody has seen Kai and Aichi in like so long. So my friends tell me Snow is a rogue pick, so it makes sense. That's not a wrong statement. So that's not a bad thing to say for the most part. So rogue picks also doesn't necessarily mean they're bad. Rogue picks means that nobody has faced off with them, so enough to really remember what they do, and so they may catch you by surprise. I guess Rogue can also be substituted with off meta. Can also substitute with casual or janky or whatnot. So the word Rogue is just interchangeable. So it's not wrong of them to say so. It's not wrong of them to say so, but you can also change their vocabulary to something else also, and it still will reflect just as well. Just like the Daikaiser and the Braven Legion right there. So yeah. Name of the old card also, Actia Sticky. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. I guess you're talking about the which card it came from also is the merch. So, okay. Gotcha.
はい、ということでこちらはカードたちでございました。じゃあ続いてサプライ見せていきますか。
はい。
じゃあまずスリーブ、今回7種かな、同時に出てくるの。じゃあ
So guys, they're also showcasing because Set 9 is also another release of the supplies items So you can see your deck boxes, your playmats, your card sleeves, and your deck holders, of all the stuff that's coming up. So you see there, all available also from box 9's release onwards. So yeah.
ユースケ F 組いいね。
Mm-hmm.
ベルかっこいいですね。
いや
ぜひ一緒に合わせて使ってください。
おい
そして
にゃん
にゃん
次に待ってデッキケースです、
So yes, the deck cases
配色が
and deck holders eventually also, which I think they will showcase too as well.
いいですね。そしてテレンかっこいい。全面に
Call a plant token, either Salvia or Farming Pumpkin
2
also.
つ入ってるんだね。
めちゃくちゃいいですね。
Yeah, there's a lot of cards that you can identify also. Is that when you call, then you can get a plant token. So yeah,
はい。
so long as you don't call during the battle phase.
紹介でございましたが、
お開けたい。
開けていきますか。
開けちゃうか。
さあ、シークレット当てちゃうよ。
当てよう。
これですね。
おい。
はい。醤油爆弾。
There is the box 9 also. So every release week they always do a pack opening also. So we'll just check them out and see the pack opening and whatnot also. No great for Minerva sleeve set phase also. I think that one got delayed.
何が
I think that one delayed so it's not uncommon for them to actually release sleeves for like say box 9 or so, and then the sleeves come out in box 10's release time or so. So it just takes a bit more time or so. It just takes a bit more time because they got a lot. They do a lot of printing. So yeah.
もう嬉しい実物。
I've always said so. Bushrod is a merchandise company.
いきますか。
はい。
It's a merchandise company, so they know how to print memorabilia like nobody's business. And that's all they ever do. So that's honestly all they ever do.
頼む。宿を当て
But
させて。
card game is just one facet of it.
マジで当たる。
Card game is just one facet of it. The other facet of it also is the other facet of it is basically what you call it? It's actually all the merchandise that they do. So yeah.
LSR だけ自力したことあるけど。
お
おシルバーレアだ。
お早速。
ディソレイトフレアドラゴンきた。
Silver rare?
サポートの
Wasn't this
おいおいおい。
support for Coty Blaze?
使ってあげてください。
I can't remember. So.
おい。
Or was it silver? I can't remember. So. My wallet is ready then. So
来た。
all good.
早速あバーンブレイバーンだ。いいね。
出ました。
4
Burn Braven. So do you think the great one is worth more? Is worth taking for Keta, or just reuse Painkiller and
じゃあ
Fasciata?
いきます。
おスペロドいた。
My opinion is that it's worth taking for the most part.
熱い。
It's worth taking for the most part. So, and in the off chance so that you want more Painkiller, you want to be able to find Painkiller more often, or you want to find Fasciata more often.
恐
So,
竜の大改造。ダブルフレームレア。
double frame rare for Daikaiser. Okay,
めっちゃかっこいい。
nice, 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 nice,
大
nice.
改造マジでかっこいいな。
Time to fold Daikaiser into the Blitz company. So yeah. Alright. Okay. Yeah. In my opinion, also, I'm looking at that card right.
めちゃくちゃいいっすよ。
Is good for Hexor Orb also, more space also. Yes, yes. Hexor Orb will definitely make a good use of it also. Especially since you can stack the top of the deck. And then you not only can pay off for the counter charge, which is helpful and much needed. But you can also what you call it? But you can also get the plus 5k too also, which is just generically more power also. Yes, so the primordial Heartfire, which is the regardless strike replacer, so yeah.
ペルソナする
そうめっちゃ
Strike name replacer essentially, so yeah.
うわ熱いね。
焼き焼き。
So yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I will see if I do have my hands on the card, I see a lot of uses for it. I don't know whether if I would I could easily replace Painkiller Angel in my deck also with that. And that would be I think that would be A-okay also. I get more out of that than I get more out of it also. But if your deck is already gonna have Painkiller and Fasciata in there, I would say yes, because you can free up 4 cards or whatever extra cards that you have whatever extra cards that you have, so you can just free them up, so you can actually put other cards in there. So stuff that's more defensive, stuff that plays more to the deck, gives you more value out of it, and so on and so forth there, while keeping your generics so condensed to one card so instead of two cards there. And if you have the space for it, so you can double up on the effect so. So I think regardless so the generic I think is worthwhile to actually get. All in all, in my opinion. If anything, just for the same. If anything, also just for the added ability to be able to like, hey, I can actually do the whole thing also. Yes, of course. Now we'll open the symbol card, of course. And symbol as the first Vanguard, so very cute. What a poor soul, essentially. So yeah. I hope I've answered your question on that also, because if it were up to me also, I think I would get it if I could, because I think it's very worthwhile. She builds new evolution, new evo, three blade styles. You think what? She built Zoro, is it? Palm Brave Big Ban. Okay, she got a grade 4, so yeah. She got the super grade 4 also, so yeah. Okay, so yeah, she built Zoro also. Or are you hoping for Brave Burn Disturb ratio? So I mean, there should be 8 cards in the pack, so. Because that was an extra, so but I don't know if they changed it up before that, because extra cards used to be the 8th card in the pack also. So it still kept the 7, but then the 8th card is the Brave Burn card basically. The EX card. That's how it worked. I don't know if they changed it also. I haven't opened packs in a long time. 3 blade style symbol, so they what? Symbol Zoro. Or what? You want Vanguard Dragress Zoro? Still under 7, no? It should be 7 also, because 7 has been the standard for since V, I think. There we go. Serious, which is the new right deck in in this set from You Quick. So yeah. Seven card replaces our oh, that's what you mean. So it replaces the 7 card, is it? Yeah, I guess so. So yeah. Wow, in the same box also, Dai Kaiser double frame rare, and then you also got Dai Kaiser normal as well. So yeah. Did you get Shadow Kaiser? No. Nope. You got another 4 cards, so down double card. Double R plus 1 critical generic. So, oh, I see. The Brave Burn PG. The Brave Burn PG is actually. Giant Fluffwa. Ah, yes. The Hard Lulu support card. So. I can't Brave Burn PG be Kaiju. Yeah, I think it wouldn't make sense. So I think it should be Brave Burn. So. Alright, so that's what you can expect out of the box for set 9 if you buy boxes. Alright, so their usual campaign. If it's Kaiju, Akite, and Eva will intensify. So yeah, that's true. If it's a monster, so then those two will intensify. So yeah, the usual Twitter, the usual X Twitter campaign, which is showcase your foily deck. Is a foily deck that you just built from set 9 from there. Speaking of deck building, so I am actually working because as much as I want to bring back our good fun jank build section and whatnot, so I don't want to bring it back also without some incentive for you guys. So it will be a while or so, but I will try my best to actually work on getting some incentives for you guys, so that you guys will have get something out of it, so for participating. So I'll see what I can do. I'll try my best, and if I do get something or so, then I'll be able to actually move the series along so to its final release or so we can actually have the jank deck building, the deck building props again. So yeah, fun Discord title.
という爆裂は今週末6月6日金曜日発売です。皆さんぜひゲットしてくださいね。
はい、ということで
So yeah, no, I have it as well. It's based off something that I've enjoyed watching recently. So yeah. Okay, so what we can expect to see next week? So we're getting the special fighters pack. So we're gonna get the reveals for the 3 new PR cards. Is actually in volume 4. So yeah, there you go. I bet next week PR is Grand Blue, so maybe we'll see. There are 3 new cards that's coming out of it. So they're showcasing the first one, which is a Captain Sanctuary card. Yeah, it looks like it's a Sorcerer's card. So yeah, it's a Sorcerer's card.
最後のいつもの挨拶、僕が合言葉はと言ってらん、皆さんライトザバンガードと書き込んでください。
Bushido, Bushi, yes. Let's see how that works out. So I used to play Sorcerers, so I'm always very interested to see what they do with Sorcerers. Just as I probably built Hexer, so. Well, I'm gonna have to cut my hair very soon. So. NR order promo, let's go. NR? No order promo. I don't know if it's. No, that can't be. I need a reason to not use Alvina. Alright. Oh, Night Rose, okay. Night Rose, Bangado. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you very much. So, okay. Not much of a review day today, and the cards aren't super exciting. But that's just par for the course. So, we're in a period right now. So there's always gonna be the period in between seasons. So where Vanguard is just a little less interesting for the most part. So we can't expect the streams to actually have always exciting things. And we got our recent exciting thing also from the sheer amount of whatever the effery it is that we got out of the Brave Burn deck, all 20 cards that came out of it. So like that was pure holy hell also. Betting skill, if Vanguard is a sorceress, this guy is treated as a trigger unit. So when it's dry trap plus take it to unit and draw. I don't think that would be the case. So honestly, I wouldn't take that bet honestly, but I have a feeling that no, that's not, because I don't think that they could introduce it at this point in time, making it so that if Vanguard is a sorceress, then this card is treated as a trigger unit. This guy is treated as a trigger unit also, but I don't know. I don't think it might do that also. Today card was taking me a few days for me to recover from that days of reviews also. Yeah, no, that was a what. I was not streaming that day also, but that was just pure what the F. Straight up just what the F. I have no clue what's going on. Really, I got no clue what's going on there. So it's like, what the hell is this deck? A deck that actually can Legion with Die Kaiser, they can Legion with his own thing too as well, and the own thing will bring you to the Grade 4, and then Grade 4 will do some bullshit for you to enter back to the Grade 3, so it's kind of like, what do you want? What does this deck want to be? And then there's another right deck after that as well, so that runs with the same engine as well, so like, holy shit, that was, I wouldn't say that's a headache, but it's like, what the fuck. So anyways, A deck with that Vermilions too. I think Vermilion is not the word to use it, so Lenard will actually be that more that makes sense. So yeah. A deck that Lenards as well. So yeah, it's like pure the heck. So straight up. So this one PR is gonna be brutal for me. Hex all by Pure Moon PR. So we'll see from there. So. But at this point in time, so I think I will take my leave right now. So thank you very much so much for joining me for Vanguard Tuesday. I'll be back here next week, so we get to see what is going on with the Hexo Op card. So I'll remember your effect, Matthew, and we'll see whether if that's the case or so. If that's the case or so, then we'll see what happens. But you know, I have been wrong many times before. I have been super wrong many times before. So but. We'll see whether if I'm wrong even more so next week. So that's when I'll see you guys. So I will try to. I got the messages so, and I will try my best to actually be on stream again. In the later weeks. For gaming stuff so because I haven't been streaming games in a long while. I am considering kind of like taking my late nights to actually do gaming streams from there, but I don't know if anybody will be up to see that because I'm insane and also an insomniac for the most part. But more and more, it's kind of like I'll figure out something as well. I do want to go back to stream games and whatnot, and I'll see what is available. So because the one thing that I've one thing is I need to assess myself. One thing is I need to assess myself. So after Persona 3 is like I really need to stop and assess myself and figure out what I want to do with it, and how I want to approach doing games as well. So gaming streams for that matter. So yeah, I'll figure something out. I'll let you guys know down the line. It hasn't slipped my mind. So that's all that I can say. I guess with all that said, so thank you guys again so much for joining me. For the Vanguard Tuesday, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.